Thanks for watching the Zack and Dads. We really do appreciate it. We are the place for food reviews, food challenges, and today, which we haven't done in a long time. I don't know if we've ever done one from this place. We have a little Chipotle. Chipotle. Kind of fun. Just had to make sure that I had the right bag. Anyway, if you like what you see here, which we please hope you do, to help us with a few things, if you could like, subscribe, and hit on that, somewhere over here, hit on that bell for notifications so you never miss an awesome today edible, scrumptious, hopefully delicious, yummy, juicy, marinated kind of review. If I could add some more adjectives, that would be great. This video might be a little longer because I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, and I really haven't caught up with you guys in a long time of some things that are going on in my life personally. And so I'm glad you're here with us. We're going to do a review, but also kind of catch you up on kind of what's going on in my world. And hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the spring is getting into its full form. I know in Wisconsin, I'm actually returning from a conference that I was at down in Georgia. And so what was interesting there is that it was in the 80s and the 70s before when I'm from Wisconsin. And before I left, it was in the 70s and the 80s in Georgia. When I went down there, though, it was just in the 40s, just like almost at home. And then now that I'm almost back to Wisconsin, I'm in southern Wisconsin right now, in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And if you know where that is, so right above the border of Illinois, is Kenosha, and that's where I am today, or at least for this review. And now it's back in the 60s down in Georgia. Wouldn't you know it? I wanted to go down there for a little heat, but apparently I brought the cold down in Wisconsin. But when I left Wisconsin, I left right after an 8-inch snowstorm, and they got like another big 8-inch snowstorm while I was gone. So you know what? I will take it. You know what? Even though it was 40s and it was rainy down in Georgia, you don't have to shovel rain. You don't have to shovel rain. You know what I mean? That was the good part. You can shovel snow, but you don't have to shovel rain. I'll take that all the time. Anyway, hey, before we kind of get into this as well, I would love you to do me a favor. I will probably have a card up. Yeah, I actually will have a card up for the video. And I will also have, if I remember, a link in the description to my real good friend. Good old shout out to Who's Your Daddy? That's a question that matter of fact, I should have asked him that question. Who is your daddy? Who really is your daddy? No, that's a whole other word. This is Who's Your Daddy? Who's Your Daddy from Indiana? Great friend, great friends of the channel, great friends of Zach and I, great friend of me personally. Anyway, as I was returning to it, make sure you watch that video because it's an in-person collab between both of us. As I was coming back from Georgia, don't forget too, the devil's down in Georgia. He's looking for a soul to steal. He was way behind. I better not go too much because that song's a very catchy song, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. So anyway, I was down there more than for just him, but I was down there for some great things. But anyway, the thing is as well is that on the way back, I have two options. On the way back from Georgia, I have two options. I can go through Illinois and hit normal Bloomington and Rockford and then, and then Madison and then go north to where I live. Or I could go Indiana and then hit Chicago and then hit Wisconsin. I love people in Chicago. Chicago has great people, awesome food, all that. I just hate your traffic. I just really despise your traffic in Chicago. I'm sorry. So anyway, on the way down, I avoided Chicago by going through Madison, Rockford, normal Bloomington, and then over. But on the way up, I'm thinking, you know what? I could either go through Illinois and Indiana. If I go through Indiana, maybe I could go see Who's Your Daddy and just go and see what's going on and spend some time with him. So I called him up. He said, yeah, come on over. I have the night free. So I spent, I didn't stay overnight, but I spent the night having fun with him and the family, getting to know them more and kind of hanging out with them. Anyway, he said, you want to do a review? And I said, sure. So him and I, we had a lot of fun. We reviewed the new cookie. There's some new cookies out from Girl Scouts. And this one is like a Thin Mints, but instead of mint, it's raspberry in the middle. Oh, is it so good? So good, so good, so good, so good. So again, make sure you hit on that card that I had up, or the link in the description, and watch our in-person collab. I don't get to do too many. You don't get to see too many in-person collabs. A lot of collabs are like, I review the food, then you go to their channel and review the food, and vice versa. We don't get to do too many in-person. Matter of fact, him and I did an in-person about a little over a year ago. Who's Your Daddy came up by our neck of the woods, and so I'll put up a card of when we did an in-person collab when he came up by us. So again, shout out to Who's Your Daddy. Love you, Who's Your Daddy, Who's Your Mama, Who's Your Kids, all you guys. Love you guys. All right. Also too, quickly, and I know, again, I have not done one of these in a long time, so if you don't like what I'm talking about, or if I'm talking too much, you can either do two things. Either fast forward to the actual food review, or go to another channel that goes right to the food review, okay? But many of you have wondered what's been going on with our channel, because we don't have enough, or we don't have as many videos, and then the videos we do are all soda related, or many of them are soda related. And of course, I am in a huge, I'm in Kenosha, and I'm in the Costco parking lot, which is huge, and I'm as far away as possible as you can get, and sure enough, a car just kind of happens to go right in front of me. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, but people have been wondering, are we now just doing soda reviews? Are we just doing beverage reviews? Are we just doing drink reviews? Well, I'll be honest, doing soda reviews, there was either two choices. Either we weren't going to be doing any reviews, period, for an extended period of time, or we were going to do soda reviews or beverage reviews. And the reason is that many of you know I've had some health issues. I've had some health issues going on within the past couple years. Probably now almost 2.5 years, having some real big health issues in my life. That has caused a lot of disruption. I'll be honest, a lot of disruption in my life. A lot of brain fog, dizziness, headaches, chest pains, just a lot of different issues, a lot of symptoms, but nothing to really explain. All my tests are coming out great. I've seen multiple doctors and just multiple doctors for a lot of the issues that I have. Very tired, and all the tests are coming out great, and that's awesome. That's wonderful, but it doesn't explain what I have. So anyway, I've been trying now for the past few months to go more of to change my diet and see if that improves things. So I'm kind of seeing a health coach, and doing things more through the wellness way, more of a health way. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now, or I have been doing for a few months. And so just to see if things maybe would change in that regard. They really haven't, but I really wanted to give it the good old try. So that means no fast food. That means all the regular things, all the sugar and fast food and garbage that I would review, I had to take a pause on that so I could really concentrate on myself and my health. So if you're a person of prayer, if you could pray for me, that would be awesome. That I soon and very soon am healed, and that this is all behind me, and that we can get right back to all the great food reviews we did. So that's why you haven't seen a lot of me. So thank you for your prayers and support. And again, at least getting some reviews, even if it's soda, at least doing some reviews is better than no reviews at all. So, all right, let us now finally, I guess you can, I don't know how long this has been, but you're probably within the 10-minute mark if you want to just watch the review. So anyway, what I want to review today is something from, and I don't know if I've ever done a review from Chipotle before. If I have, I'll put a card up for it, of the playlist or of the video that we did at Chipotle, so you can see it, but I don't know if I ever have. I've done Qdoba, I think, but I don't think I've ever done Chipotle. Well, anyway, Chipotle now is adding a new protein. Chipotle is one of my favorite, much better than Qdoba. It's one of my favorite burrito places. I think it's very authentic. The burritos are bigger than your head. They're just huge and they're great, and you don't even need chips and all that stuff. Just the burrito itself is by far gonna fill you up. So anyway, I love Chipotle, and so I'm glad I see something new came out from Chipotle. I'm like, you know what? I think I want to try it. I think I'm going to try it for my family because, again, this is going to be few and far between. We're probably going to get back to the sodas for a while, but I wanted to take a break because I have been gone for a while. Was on a conference. Thought I'd take a break, catch you up on what's going on in my life personally, and do a review. So anyway, Chipotle adds, and I'm going to explain it first, then I'll show it to you. But anyway, Chipotle adds a new meat, a new protein called chicken al pastor, or it's probably chicken al pastor. If I'm saying it wrong, whatever, tell me how it correctly is saying it, but I'll say chicken al pastor. And what it is, it's, and I have it in burrito form, but you can get it in the bowl. You can get it in any form you want, but I'm getting in the burrito form because that's usually what I get anyway. Chicken seasoned with Chipotle's signature adobo, signature adobo. Okay, then adobo must be a sauce or a seasoning of some sort. It also has mosquito peppers. It also has ground, and I don't even know how to say this, but it also has ground Achiote, Achiote. I'm horrible at pronouncing it. So I'm sorry. So it is ground Achiote. It's probably something simple I can't say. Again, it's Achiote with a splash of pineapple. Just a splash. Not too much, just a splash. Finished with the fresh lime, which I love. Lime and cilantro, which I love. The new chicken is juicy. Well, we'll see. Aromatic. I was going to say romantic, but apparently it probably depends on when you eat this and where you eat this. You know, if you're kissing the one you love and you're making out with someone, you're really kissing the person you love, and you're like, hey, I need to take a break here. Woo! I need to take a break here and have one of those burritos from Chipotle because this is romantic. So maybe it is romantic. Again, all depends on when and where you eat this, and maybe in between kisses. And it has slightly smoky notes to it, and a hint of. I'm going to take a pause right here for a second. Huge parking lot, and a lady just wants to park right close. Hello, good to see you. How are you doing? All right. Yeah, I am talking to myself here. All right. I love it. Yes, I do have issues. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Anyway, a hint of fruitfulness. Yeah, a hint of fruitfulness. Yeah. And a hint of love. It launched May 14th. So I don't know when you're going to see this, but it launched May 14th. And it's the first time that Chipotle actually launched something worldwide right away. Not just by sections or countries or different areas of countries, but all over the country, all at once. So that's the first time they've ever done that. So they must really feel that this is going to be that good. But of course, it's a limited time like everything else. I wrote myself a note. Oh yeah, and again, it's in all dishes. All the dishes they have, from burritos, bowls, you name it, it's part of that. So, all right. Well, let's kind of get to this. Yeah, let's get to it. I have questions, and we'll see if we get to it at the end. Now, this is gonna be very messy. I've never done it. You don't want to eat a burrito in the car. I mean, you definitely don't want to eat it while you're driving. You definitely don't want to eat it when you're driving. Again, look at this. But I'm not driving right now, so we're okay. Anyway, look at this. I mean, it's the size. So literally, it's bigger than my head. Look at that. You can see that, and look at my head. It almost can fit two heads on that. Wow, that's huge. There's a guy over there picking up a cart, looking right at me, saying, "Freak! There's a freak in aisle 4. Freak in aisle 4." Anyway, so this is what the new burrito looks like. How do you like it? Isn't that really cool? Oh, that looks so cool. That's it. I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm going to probably take a couple bites and then show you the inside. I don't have anything to cut it with, and I don't really want to cut this in half. Then it's even harder to eat. So, as my son and I would always say, this is the new chicken al pastor protein item that you can get over at Chipotle. So chip it, dip it. Classic Chipotle. Maybe I should do this as a mukbang. I don't know if I have enough battery for a mukbang. Matter of fact, a quick story. Nothing's been quick on this video, but a story is that I've been using my phone as a GPS. You know, I think we all do. And I made it all the way down to Georgia, no problem. And I made it almost all the way back with no problem, except right before I hit Chicago, one of the biggest cities in the country. Wow, that person is gunning. That person is gunning to Chipotle because they're watching the video right now and they can't wait to get it. That's great. That's awesome. That's what I want. I want people so excited about our videos that they can't wait and they want to just run to go right for it. Anyway, so I'm coming from Georgia almost all the way back, no problem. As soon as I hit Chicago, one of the biggest cities in our country, where there's so many roads you have no clue where you're going. As soon as I hit the outskirts of Chicago, the phone dies. Phone completely dies. It was even charging, and I don't know why. It just completely died as soon as I went into it. The traffic was so bad I couldn't pull over. So I'm like, all right. You ever heard of that song, Jesus Take the Wheel? Because that is how it went. I said, Jesus, I have no clue where I am. This is Chicago. I don't want to get stuck in Chicago. I don't have a clue where I am. I just need your help. And so I just was like, all right, let's go for it. And then I saw the signs where I needed to, I was like, oh, there's a sign for go this way for Wisconsin or this way for Iowa. I kept following all the signs for Wisconsin and all the signs for Milwaukee. And then I finally got out and I'm like, praise God, I made it out. And then I turned my phone on and then it worked. That was scary. That was scary because especially if you have no phone, I couldn't call anyone. If I got lost, I didn't know what to do. It was busy. It was traffic. Wow. But I made it through. Praise God. Amen. So anyway, let me grab another one and then I'll show you the inside view. Sometimes the way I eat, you can probably see the inside of the burrito in my mouth because I know, I'm sorry, a lot of times I do not chew with my mouth closed. My mouth opens up, so sorry, excuse me if you see some food in my mouth. Hey, before we go to the questions, actually, I have a question right here. Do you like, Chipotle has these paper straws. Are you for paper straws or are you not? I am not. Because I believe that the paper straws, first of all, two things. If I keep this going on way too long, it starts to get soft. The paper, of course, gets soft. The second of all, I truly believe that the soda tastes different in a paper straw than in a regular plastic straw. Are you with me or am I off my rocker? Am I off my rocker? But yeah, because as soon as I put the straw in there and I started to, suck in the beverage, I'm like, oh man, this is one of those straws. Again, I'm not against the straw. I believe that it does what it needs to do. It's just, it changes the flavor of the soda and it just doesn't withstand it gets way too soft too soon. It's like drinking liquid through paper and it's just doesn't work. I think the plastic the plastic doesn't get soft and it retains the flavor all the way through. So let me know what do you think of these? A lot of places now are going paper straws, or even McDonald's now is basically almost going strawless. That kind of sounds weird. Strawless. But yeah, they're going strawless unless you ask for it. They're pretty much trying to get rid of the straws. So a lot of places are getting rid of the straws, which I'm not a huge fan about that. Keep the straws. I think they're great. But anyway, tell me what you think. I'd like to know. Anyway, let me show you an inside of this. Let me see. Hopefully this focuses. Wow. I think that might be it. That looks really good. That looks really, 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 really good, doesn't it? everything. Now the thing is, I got more than just the whatever. I also like to get lettuce on there. I like the white rice on there. I have cheese in there. I have some of the mild salsa in there, along with their fajita veggies in there. So I have a lot of action going on in here. But I also can really taste the al pastor, the chicken al pastor, and that is really, really good. I'm going to take another one quick. Very good. I kind of knew. Oh, excuse me. I kind of knew I'd like it going into it. I knew I would almost like this going into it because really there's nothing bad at Chipotle at all. And plus when I saw the description of the chicken and the lime and a lot of the other stuff that's in there, I'm like, oh, that sounds so good. So it is really good. Let me show it to you again. Man, this thing is heavy. Anyway, this thing is really good. It's packed with a lot of protein and a lot of goodness. Actually, I know there's probably a lot of calories in it, but when you think of it, the Chipotle is really, from a health standpoint, it's not that bad because it has a lot of good things, veggies in it, the meat and protein in it. Actually, you can get a real good meal from Chipotle without really sacrificing a lot of your health with it as well. So that's kind of why I wanted to get that too. I wanted to get something a little bit more healthier because of all those fast food things that I'm kind of trying to stay away from right now. But anyway, I would go and get you some. It's really, really good. Again, this is a whole meal in itself. I mean, it's huge, and I even had a few bites, and it's still really heavy, but very, very good. Before I give it a flavor rating, let me give you some questions that I love, if you're still with me anyway. Give me a thumbs up if you are a Chipotle fan. I know I am. Are you a big Chipotle fan? Did you like what I did today? Did you like the review? Do you like it? Would this be something you try? Would this be something you're like, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, ZacknDad, for recommending it. I think I'm going to go out and I'm going to give it a try. I would love that. Matter of fact, I love it when some of you look at your reviews and you're like, oh, I wanted to try that, but you said it really wasn't that good. Maybe I'll wait. Or I wasn't going to try it and you really liked it, so I went and tried it and I really did. I love it that the reviews that we review it so you don't have to. And we review it so that you can make better choices of the budget dollars you have, especially in a time in inflation. And that's why we help you. Give me, what is your go-to item at Chipotle? This almost is. It's a burrito with everything in it and with the chicken. So that is my go-to. My wife usually gets a bowl with the chips. What is your go-to? I think they have quesadillas there as well. So are you a big quesadilla fan? Maybe that's your go-to as well. And then what is your favorite, I'm just kind of people watching here because they're kind of coming from all over the place. And then are you on team when it comes to your burritos? The two big chains, you have Chipotle and then you have Qdoba. Are you on team Qdoba or are you on team Chipotle? Now, I would be on team Chipotle because I really do love the burritos. I love the seasoning of their chicken. I just love their seasonings, very good. The reason why I'm on team Chipotle, but the reason why I do like Qdoba is because you can add anything without an upcharge. Where, like, you know, the big joke at Chipotle is that included? Is that included? Is that included? Is that included? Where Qdoba, it's all included. You want guac, you can have it free of charge. It's included. So that's kind of why I like Qdoba. But you tell me, which camp are you in? All right, let's give this a flavor rating, and then we will, I'll let you go on. You know, this is basically this is about the length of a sitcom right now, but I hope you enjoyed it. Wanted to kind of catch you up on what's going on in my world. Again, pray for me. I really would appreciate that. If you're a praying person, I really would appreciate that because your prayers and support do me more than you'll ever know, and I really truly mean that. I've made some good friends through this channel, and I know some good friends that care for us and support us, not only by watching us, but personally by praying for us as well. So we really do appreciate that. All right, let's give this a flavor rating. Truck just went past again. All right, I should probably wrap this up. I have to get home sometime tonight. All right, let's do this thing. All right, 3, 2, 1, 7. I'm giving it no, I'm sorry, 8. I don't know why I said 7. No. It's much better than a 7. It's an 8. I don't know why I was going to go with 7. It's an 8. It's an 8. Not a 9, not divine, not a 10, but an 8. Solid 8. Very good. I would go out there. I would go get it. Limited time, so go out there today as soon as you can, because I don't know how long, I don't know what limited time means. Is it a month, 2 months, season, whatever? Go out there today. And here's the thing. When you go out and get it, then come back to this video, and in the comment section, let me know what you thought. I really like to know. I really appreciate it when you try these items and you come back and say, you were right, this was awesome, or I don't know where you were. I don't know what you were eating, but that thing was horrible and I hated it. I want to know either one. I really would appreciate that. So anyway, thanks for being with us today. We really do appreciate it. Again, I'm Zackless because I was at a conference and Zach had school and all that stuff. Plus, I told you that you're seeing a lot less Zach because of school and sports and work, and he's just a busy guy. And so we'll do what we can because we love you guys, but he definitely wasn't with me today. So thanks for being with us today. We really do appreciate it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share this to the masses through all your social medias, TikTok, with this and this and that and that and this and the Facebooks and YouTube. Share it all over to the masses, and that's how we get the word out. Like us on the Facebooks. We really do appreciate it. That's where you can, message me personally, and I'll write you. I write you back on every comment, and whether it's good or bad or ugly. Well, actually, I tell you, if it's bad or ugly, if it's really, really, really bad, like you're swearing or using bad language, you're going to be blocked anyway, and then I'll delete it. So usually on the ugly and bad side, I'll either block you, or I just won't respond, or I'll delete the comment, because that's the right I have, and I get to choose that. That's my right, what to do with my own comments. But seriously, if you're honest, if you have honest criticism, if you're honest and sincere, then I will write you back. All right, that's how the show goes. But we do really thank you. We do know there's 1,000 other channels just like us, like Who's Your Daddy, and some other great ones like Vito the Kid, Big John TV, Crazy. He used to be Crazy Dad. Now I think he's Crazy Food Crew. There's some great channels just like us, and I love them all, and I watch them all, and I support them all. But thanks for taking a little bit of your YouTube experience to hang out with us. Well, usually a father and son, but with a dad that loves to do what he loves to do, so that we can have cars drive right past us, so that you can make a better choice on the budget dollars you have in our time of inflation. So thanks for being with us today. We really do appreciate it. And as my son and I are today, as I always end, we'll see you. Man, I had a burp there a little bit. Woo, there we go. I wanted to do it inside, not out loud. So anyway, like we always end, we'll see you on the flippity flop. Thanks for watching us today. See you on the next video. And thanks for taking time to listen to me personally. I love you all. And I really do mean that. And I love your support and your prayers and your commitment to our channel. That means a lot to me. So God bless you guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.